are day 3. We're gonna coat up some flats here by hand, pocket trowel, using a 10 or 11-inch trowel for first coat. First thing you want to do is make sure you come over, clean up any little nuggets around your plug area, or else that'll be dragging through your mud. Get that all cleaned up. There we go. For mud, I don't mix it very, very thick. Probably a sponge and a half of water. I like it fairly fluid so it moves. It's easy to work with your pocket trowel. As you remember, I pre-filled my bevels or my flats, so with the thinner mud, if it does shrink back, it's not shrinking back into the bevel because it's already full. So to coat this flat or this bevel, I load up my trowel, apply it onto that flat, try and keep your lines straight as you can. Things are consistent. Once your application is on, I like to go around the box like this rather than right over it like some people. Then you fill the box full of mud and you got the sparkies mad at you. So it takes a little more time. Start with my top, toe pressure. Cut that right off. Go at the bottom, heel pressure. Cut it right off. Nice and tight, no cliffs to sand off. On my next pass here, more of a floating motion. My trowel's a lot flatter to the wall. I keep all my weight on the bottom. You can see how it comes off. Do the same thing on the top. A little thick. Make sure to take another pass. Flatten out your trowel once down the middle. And off the end. Always go right off the end. Same thing. Right here. Application is important. Getting it on there right first. Make it look good, nice and even and straight. Cut your edges. Bottom. See, but you can still see the bevel inside there. That's fine. When that dries, you'll never see that. That's perfect. All right. As you can see, I left this flat. I didn't coat it right now, just for the simple fact that I want to show you how to coat your angles by hand. After I went around and coated all my flats in the entire house, first coat, they'll be dry enough that I can go back to the beginning and start my angles. Because that's the slowest process, doing angles by hand. So just to let you know, I did all the flats in the house, and I'll go back to where I did the first flat, and I'll start my angles there. So for angles, they're the same as the 3-way. Start up here, you want to load. Move your angle up with mud. Right there, just clean off the other side. See what happens. Let's keep that other side clean. Now, all my pressure is going to be on my outside point of my knife. And I'm going to cut down. back up on the bottom. And you should be able to take that little screen off, just like that. And you want to square your knife off. In one steady motion, pull all the way down. Pull up into it. Now, when you're coming up to here, this is a three-way. So you're going to do 1, 2, opposite side all the time, 3. Let's call it a three-way. So we'll bring this down. This way. And as you can see, all 3 opposite angles. That's called a three-way. And I'll explain to you when we do it with the machines that the three-way would only take to there, and we'd use tools that would speed you up on a flusher. We'd flush our angles into our three-way. Angles take so long to do by hand. So I'll show you that in another video. So now we're just going to coat these angles by hands. All my pressure's on the outside corner of my knife. That's a nice straight line that way. Cut that little line off now. Last one, you want to scoop a little extra mud there because you got a little empty hollow spot. There you have it. Sometimes you got to play with it a little bit because these are the trickiest things to do in taping. You can drive you nuts. Okay. And then same thing, you would just keep going. Continue this angle all the way to the next three-way. Pull your three-way right from the ground all the way up, and just keep following all the way around the house. Like I say, it's time consuming doing it by hand, and then later on video I'll show you. And we just pull these three-ways down about here. And then we do the other side when these are totally dry. And then the very last thing I do is use my flushers that applique mud with my tube and then flush these angles up into my three-ways. And yeah, that's how you coat angles by hand. Okay, once you got your three-way all buttered up there, it looks good. And you just keep going. Pressure on that outside corner, that's a nice little line. Get off your excess mud. Go into it. And same with this side, you just keep going. And you go around the whole house like this. Like I say, it's time consuming. That's how you do it by hand. It's important to get one side of your angles coated right after you're done your flats. It did take a while to dry as well. And so when you're done all your finished coating, you can jump on and start coating the other side of your angles. coat up this slab here for you. Start it. You want to start? Go over your hawk. The application on. Alright, application's on. I want to cut my edges here nice and tight. Nice and tight, so everything, when you go over your butt joints, everything's smooth, everything's tight, everything blends in. The pressure's on the bottom there, so that mud can sneak through. And your ridge top, all the pressure's on the top. And one flat one. Okay, I want to finish this. Put my application on. And if you remember in the previous segment there, when we were coating the butt joints, I showed you how to cut your edges, then I cut the bottom of my butt joint. That's the reason for cutting the bottom of the butt joint, so that when I'm cutting my edges of my flat here, it's not all humpy, bumpy, and chunky. Everything's all tied in nice and flat. Alright, there you go. And once you have all your flats done and all the one side of your angles done, that's it for the day, and it's on to finish. After that, rough sanding, and start with your butts, your beads again, and then your flats, and then the opposite side of your angles. And we're getting close to sanding after finish goes on.
That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or check us out on some of the following.